Why are you raising the money?
We're raising money to develop and create some interactive, fun, engaging educational tools to install at Queenswood at the Sustainable Future Centre in Herefordshire. Because what's not to like? Because, I mean, what we're talking about here is we're trying to put some educational tools in a place where a lot of people already go. And quite often we're talking to the usual suspects, aren't we? We go to these green network events and things like that, and all these people are already engaged in this conversation. And with something like this, if you can put this stuff out there where it's going to attract, or people are going to notice it who maybe don't normally engage in this type of thing, then I think it's potentially got a reach that's beyond what we would normally expect.
How will the project improve local life and what difference will it make to the community at Herefordshire?
So in terms of the impact on local life, if we can get more people thinking about the relationship between nature and sustainable development, the relationship between human activity and the natural world, then there's going to be a knock-on effect in terms of how people look after their own environment. We already live in a very beautiful part of the world. Herefordshire is a beautiful county. We've got a lot of nature, a lot of natural capital. And it will help to preserve that and help people to understand the importance of that.
Why is this project important?
So the project's for anyone who visits Queenswood, of which there are 250,000 people a year. So this is not the usual suspects. It's not only people that are already engaged in a conversation about sustainability. This is for anyone who visits the place, people who are walking dogs, just coming up with the children, going to see the Arboretum, that kind of thing. And of those 250,000 people, even if 2.5% make it to the Sustainable Future Centre and engage with what we've got going on there, then we'll have still reached 6,000 people a year. So there'll be options of how far you want to go with this. You know, there'll be very simple information and there'll be more complex information there.
Okay, great. How will it improve local life and what difference will it make to the community?
If we're trying to raise awareness of the twin aspects, if you like, of sustainable development, so environmental issues, and their relationship to the natural world. So we're looking to help people to understand improving our world, improving the natural world are basically the same thing.
Okay, and how will it look when it's done?
It's very dry if you just read a report from the UN about the latest biodiversity figures or whatever it might be. But if there's something there that's like a game or an interactive thing or a crazy machine or something like this, then people are more likely to go, well, what is this? And then what is it saying to me? And they're more likely to go away from that and say, oh yeah, we saw this amazing bike and it powered a sound system and I was thinking about the rinky-dink sound system, it powered us, and it lit up all these plastic bottles with LED lights in or something like that. That's more likely to get people remembering and talking about what they've seen.
How did the project come about?
So when we set out to launch the Sustainable Future Centre up at Queenswood, we asked a lot of people via a survey what they would like to see. And it became very clear that people understand that there are issues to do with the environment, to do with climate change, to do with flooding, to do with biodiversity loss and things like that, but they don't always know what to do about it. And so one of the things that came through very strongly from our survey and feedback from people we talked to and asked questions of was, we want to understand what we can do. We want to understand more about the issues, but also what can we do, practical day-to-day things that we can do locally to help globally.